right, a little bit change of gears. The dash is on hold for now while I wait for those carbon sheets to come in to make the blank off plates. So far that project's going really well though. I've taken quite a bit of weight out of the dash. I'm happy with where we're at, so hopefully it progresses. The carbon plugs that I'm making should be significantly lighter than the thick ABS plastic ones that I had before. I'm also eliminating the airbag, factory airbag cover as well, which is a couple pounds. So should be good when we get there. Those parts should be in early next week, hopefully, and then I can get into making some templates and trimming it out. So for now, that's on hold. We're going to continue working on the car. We're going to be doing the pedal assemblies today and hopefully the wiring harnesses. So we'll get the dash wiring harness in, all the pedal assemblies in, and work on getting the harnesses in and back to the rear of the car. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so apparently the phone stopped recording. I don't know where it left off. I suspect it's probably while it was doing the time lapse in the interior of the car. I'll just see if I can show you what that looks like now. I got the dash wiring harness in place. I got the ECU wiring back through the firewall. I got the main power distribution or main power junction bulkhead connector back on. And I got the engine compartment fuse box in. Let me just see if I can show you guys this here. Okay, so here's the dash wiring harness all in place. I think you probably would have seen this come in. There's the ECU wiring coming through now. I still need to clean that up. I just stuck it through for now. And then up top here, I've got my positive and negative distribution. So that's the main power for the car goes through the firewall there. It's the old AC connector. And yeah, so rest of it's getting there. Still need to figure out how to mount that fuse box. I thought I had a plan of how I wanted to mount that when I did the wiring harness, but yeah, it's not coming to me. Also mounted the engine bay fuse box, and there's that power distribution on the engine bay side. So that's what I got complete tonight. Spent a couple hours out here. Tomorrow night I think it'll probably just be the same. Try to get the rear chassis wiring harness in place and get the rest of the engine bay wiring hooked up. So I need to get the wiper power and all that stuff kind of run back in here. I also got a new bracket for the ECU, so I'm going to try to mount the ECU on the crossbar of the roll cage, just to see if I can get it up. I had it on a plate on the floor, but I want to be able to take passengers with me, and I don't want passengers putting their feet against the ECU and wideband O2 sensor translator and stuff. So I'm going to see if I can mount it up on the dash, crash bar in the dash. Hopefully I can. That'd be nice and clean and out of the way. But we'll get to that tomorrow. All right, so there we have it. We've got the pedal assemblies into the car. We got most of the wiring back into the car as well. I do need to add some wiring in the future. I need to tie into the ECU for a CAN signal out of the ECU. So I'm gonna have that as a whole separate video doing the CAN network wiring and getting the EM dash in and the couple sensors I'm connecting as well. So that'll be a future episode. In this one, we just did the main dash wiring harness. We did the mid harness, which is the one that runs down the driver's side of the car and feeds the fuel pump and the rear taillights. And then we did the rear taillights as well. These harnesses have all been gone through and all unneeded wiring pulled out of them. So all the speaker wire has been removed. I removed all the rear wiper, motor wiring, the rear defrost, all that kind of stuff was removed. I could have gone a lot more extreme with it, but I didn't. I decided to leave most of the wiring in it actually, but I was still able to remove a fair amount of weight from the wiring harnesses. I think I removed a total of 6 pounds worth of wiring and clips and stuff like that. So, you know, a little bit here and there helps. 6 pounds is 6 pounds. So And that was all unused wiring. That was just along for the ride basically. So there's no need to have it in there. If it's not doing anything, it doesn't need to be in the car. So we removed all that stuff. The carbon fiber sheets for my dash block offs actually arrived about 4 days early, arrived yesterday. So we're gonna get back onto that project in the next episode. I'm gonna go through and do templates for these block offs, and we'll get those carbon fiber sheets cut out hopefully. I realized after they arrived that I ordered a little bit too thick. So I'm a little bit worried that it's not going to contour for the main opening in the dash, so I may have to come up with something else there, but we'll be able to get enough done and templates made that we'll be able to then go on and flock the dash. So hope everybody enjoyed this episode. If you did, please subscribe. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Goodbye, everybody.